Think you got a message on that thing.
Download and begin playback.
Cipher 9, intelligence is finalizing your target list, but in the meantime, there's a formality we need to address. With Darth Jadis' demise, his seat on the Dark Council has opened. It will be filled by his daughter and sole apprentice, Darth Jorid.
Jadis has a daughter?
Lord Jorid demands to meet with you. Proceed to Korriban at once. She has authorized your presence in the Sith Academy.
What are the odds she blames me for her father's assassination?
I'll give you 2 to 1. You know how to make friends in high places. Give me a shout if you need something. I'm gonna see how they stock the lounge. So we're clear. Imperial rations are nasty, and I lived on grubs and 2-credit wine for a year. They raise you on those things. No wonder you're a bunch of stiffs.
You make it sound like you don't like the Imperial lifestyle.
Only time I kneel is to puke in the refresher. Here's what I don't get. You got a little brass, you got a little style. You're not totally one of them. But you still play keeper's pet. Shoot all the right people when you could work for... whoever.
I get to lie, cheat, and murder legally and for profit.
I'll give you that, but you could do better. Me? I'm in long enough to lay low, pick up some cash, sort out some personal stuff you guys can help with. Then I'm gone.
Who knows? I show you a good time. You might change your mind.
You're fun, Agent, but you're not that fun.
Who made it all the way to Korriban. I think we have a visitor.
Yes, my lord.
Commander, I want to be informal with my bodyguards.
Yes, Lady Jorid.
Delightful. You, visitor, don't you find my bodyguards delightful?
I'm afraid I don't share your views.
Oh. How difficult it must be to live your life with so little taste. Delightful bodyguard, I have a request.
Yes, my lady?
Kill our visitor, please.
As you wish. She's as good as dead.
Oh, wonderful. My poor bodyguards.
I'm starting to get a little peeved. And a little creeped out.
We haven't been introduced. I'm Darth Jorid, Lord of the Dark Council and successor to Darth Jadis. I hear you're investigating my father's assassination. I wanted to see if you were worthy.
You tried to kill me.
I didn't try to kill you. I had my servants try to kill you. I could sense your feelings during the fight. I think you'll do nicely tracking these terrorists. Chase after your terrorists. Save the lives of your Imperial friends, but if you learn who's really responsible, come to me. I've earned my place on the Dark Council, and I won't share my father's fate. Dismissed.
This is Cipher 9 to headquarters. Do you have my target list?
Watcher 2 here. I've finished preliminary mapping of the Eagle's network. Your designated targets are terror cells located on Balmorra, near the Republic border, and on Shaddaa in Hutt space.
I just had a very interesting meeting with Darth Jadis' daughter. Any information on her?
I'm afraid that data isn't mission relevant. Contact me once you've arrived at either location, Cipher. Watcher 2 out. The Eagle's men are using the war as a cover for local activities. Balmorra is their training ground. Cell members recruit, instruct, and arm new terrorists here, fresh soldiers destined for other points in the network. It's a vital part of the system. Move quickly on this one, Cipher 9, and watch what you say. If things go bad, you'll have half a planet gunning for you.
Why doesn't Imperial intelligence just have him assassinated?
Yeah, I get your thinking. Cut off the head and kill the body, except resistance movements aren't organisms, exactly. If we took out Arjun, it'd be big, but as long as his power base stands, some other idealist is bound to step in. That's why we need to take everything out. Do we have the privilege of your support?
If the Empire requires it of me.
Spoken like a true patriot.
If we can take out the local leader, the cell should fall apart.
What do we know about this person?
The terrorists call the man in charge Grey Star. He runs the cell, gives the orders, and knows all the secrets. They claim Grey Star used to work with the Eagle, but who can be sure? Only the high-ranking cell members know Grey Star's identity.
We can capture a cell member and bring out the torture droids. That should get us what we need.
Messy, Agent. Very messy, and likely to alert our quarry besides. I propose another stratagem. I have a mole inside the terrorist cell already. He's a good lad. No cipher, though. He can bring you in. You'd have the opportunity to impress the terrorists, win their trust.
You expect me to pose as a terrorist?
Isn't that what Cypher agents do? Sanju Pine, my operative, can introduce you to the terrorist recruiters at the Troida military workshop outside the safe zone. But be careful how you present yourself. If the terrorists suspect you're Imperial, you'll lose Grey Star. And your lives.
Chemish, this is the woman who got in touch with me after the Eagles broadcast. Said she wanted to join us.
Uh-huh. Sanju says you fought the Imperials at Druckenwell. Says the Empire has a bounty on your head.
I didn't know you were at Druckenwell. We should talk.
Is all that real? You some ace killer looking to get the Empire off Balmorra?
I'm the Empire's worst nightmare.
Okay. Let's say that's true. My name's Chemish. These people here, they follow Grey Star, our founder. They've been spat on, starved, and punished by the Empire. Now you're not from Balmorra. You haven't been through what they've been through. So, take a job, show you're useful, then we'll talk.
What do you want from me, Chemish?
There's an abandoned factory not far from here. Used to make droids, but its defenses went haywire when the Empire took over. Place is swarming with rogue security units. It's also full of expensive equipment. Get inside, and there's something I want.
Name it and it's yours.
The Okara droid factory produced shielded power cores for stealth droids. I want a case for my people. My people can convert the cores into explosives, plant them around an enemy base, and thanks to the stealth shielding, no one will know until it's too late.
Sounds nasty. But sometimes nasty is what gets the job done.
Let's be upfront. This is a test. So if you fail, don't bother coming back. We'll just kill you.
Those power cores you're after? You know what Chemish plans to do with them, right? She's gonna attack Sobrik. She'll have some of the new recruits plant the bombs and run, hit the town and the Imperial base.
Don't interfere with this mission, Sanju.
I know. Just hear me out. I know a way to disable the power cores so Chemish won't suspect you. There's a machine in the factory that can do it. Run the sealed case through the machine, and the cores will fry. Chemish will see you didn't unlock it. She'll assume the cores went bad over the years.
If you're wrong, the whole mission ends in failure. That's not an option.
Look, I'm sorry. I was out of line, and it won't happen again. The mission is too important to risk Chemish getting suspicious. I'll see you when you get back to Troida, okay? Sanju out.
Kinda cute, isn't he? Kinda stupid, too. If he had money, he'd be perfect.
If you want him, he's yours.
Anyone I want is mine. It's one of my charms. But I don't want Sanju. Anyway, let's find that machine. Or maybe not.
Looks like everything's here. The power cores read fully functional. This is nice. Very nice.
This mean I'm one of you now?
Not exactly. But it means we can strike against Sobrik. And that wins you points. You realize I wasn't expecting much. Didn't know if you were really for the cause. Didn't know if you had the skills. Still not sure how far I can trust you. But you've got the talent.
I take it you have another job in mind.
While my people are fixing up the power cores and planting them around Sobrik, you'll be doing something different. You've seen the caves in this valley? Dark and cramped, but they make a nice hiding place. Scanners bounce right off them.
You make them sound so charming. I'll have to pay them a visit.
Yeah, you will. I was getting to that. Grey Star set up a training outpost in the caves a while back. Then the Empire started dropping gas bombs on the Republic. The outpost was poisoned. Toxin got into the soil. Turned good kids into drooling psychos. And the caves were overrun by our own people.
You said it was a training outpost? What kind of training outpost?
Place we took angry recruits and taught them how to shoot a blaster, use a stim pack. Nothing fancy. We're willing to cut our losses, but there's still data on the outpost computers. I want it transmitted out and the systems destroyed.
Sanju, get to high ground outside of town. You can pick up the signal with the booster box.
Is all this clear? Getting the data won't be easy, but you manage the factory, so I figure you can survive the outpost.
When are you going to let me shoot some Imperial skulls?
Give it time. Now get out of here. I've got some power cores to pass around and an attack to plan.
I just talked to Station Chief Reynolds. He says a series of explosives went off in Sobrik. Probably our power cores. They took out a barracks and a supply depot, and they damaged one of the docks. A few dozen casualties. I thought you should know.
We did what was necessary to complete the mission.
No, I get that. I can send the list on to the Imperial authorities. They can set up protection for the collaborators in case Chemish goes public. You already showed you were loyal with the Sobrik bombings. We can take a little risk here.
We have to maintain our cover at all costs, even if that means people get killed.
I was afraid you'd say that. I won't do anything, as per your orders. I need to sign off and get back to Troida. You should do the same. Send you out.
How could you hurt his feelings? He respects you so much and you were cruel to him. All he wanted was to save a few lives. Now how will you two ever find happiness together? The poor boy's crushed.
I'm really not interested in him. Let's leave it at that.
Sanju will never know what he's missed. Let's get going, huh?
So you made it back. You did good work out there. All the data's intact. Did Sanju tell you those computers had a list of Imperial collaborators? You helped us expose traitors.
They're the worst kind of scum. I hope they get what they deserve.
They will. I can pretty much promise that. You know, you've really been impressing me. We need 100 people like you. And instead we've got... well, we've got Sanju. Pretty Sanju. Who's always been a little squeamish.
Frankly, he shouldn't even be here.
What? What did I do to you?
Nothing. It's what you did to me. Sorry about that. Would have taken care of him earlier, but I thought you should be here.
I never did trust that man.
I caught him duplicating the list of collaborators. He had this coming. Back to business. I need you for a special job, and it's an important one. You know our leader, Greystar? The regular recruits don't ever meet him, and there's a reason. Greystar operates from inside the Republic military base. It's a secret the Empire never figured out.
I don't understand. I thought Greystar was independent.
Greystar is Balmorran. He fought for Balmorra against the Empire. He joined the Republic troops because he had nowhere else to go. But the Republic doesn't know that one of their soldiers is our leader. If they find out, they'll lock him up. They're not our friends, and they never will be.
I'm with you so far.
I got a message from Greystar. He thinks the Republic is watching him. He's decided to come join us. We need to extract him from the Republic base at the Balmorran Arms Factory. Which means you go inside and get him out.
You won't regret sending me, Chemish.
Never thought I would. When the job's done, lie low for a bit. I don't want to overexpose you. Greystar and I will set up a new safe house and contact you when we have an assignment. All clear?
I'll head out immediately.
It'll be a long march to the Republic base. Good luck, and thanks for all you've done.
I confess the truth of the invasion, if you help my men.
Dead Jedi, Republic transports. Even before I came to the factory, I met squads of Republic troops. Why do I need your confession?
Because you know the truth, but the rest of the galaxy doesn't. And they'll trust my word over yours. Let the Balmorrans and the non-combatants leave. Treat the Republic soldiers fairly, as prisoners of war. Help them, and I'll tell everyone we violated the treaty.
The Empire isn't without mercy. We can come to an agreement.
I appreciate that. Sounds like your troops made it inside. Keep your word. I'll keep mine.
Time to go, Chiquetta.
Sir, Squad 815, Darth Lacra sent us to reinforce your position.
Take the Grand Marshal into custody. We're done for now.
Understood.
The galaxy isn't a friendly place. The sooner you learn that, the sooner you adapt.
Can't argue there.
Eruele flana garo, isaborje se vaxa inatro, me finadre. Pegarus plot as vista bokar pina, nui marstro deber kurni.
Kemish was wrong about me. I came to Balmorra on a mission to eliminate your cell.
Imarne am passager für hogbror. Farkak Sara forfastu. Grania mi vravni ev vikom libiariniu. Gratio pegar huska me vini. Minamu forksa meohu.
Those deaths, I let them happen. All in order to stop you.
Baer daruvonar. Uvapori bilskure au gut der nudar glongor. Striker draga stolfriken al kaila.
Expect a full report as soon as possible, Station Chief.
Of course. As soon as things have calmed down. Ha! What have we here? If it isn't the Cypher herself come triumphantly to our doorstep. I was just telling our keeper about you.
Am I interrupting a meeting?
No, we were finishing up. Reynold, summarize the situation for Cypher 9.
We intercepted unusual communications from the Republic forces alluding to one of their people being assassinated. Well, before Sanju Pine died, he sent us some fascinating data. We put the pieces together and realized that you'd killed Grey Star.
It wasn't an easy job, but it was necessary.
Without Grey Star, the surviving terrorists will run amok for a few weeks, but soon enough, we'll round them all up.
The Balmorran cell is no longer a threat.
Not bad, Agent. Not bad at all. You and me, we're going places.
Watcher 2, I'm receiving your signal. Transmission secure. Nice to have you on a world with modern HoloNet transceivers. You're coming in loud and clear, Cypher 9.
Nice to know something is going right.
Ever the optimist. Now Shaddaa is one of the most densely populated city worlds in the galaxy. It's also a major trade hub for criminals and corporations. That's why the terrorists are here. The local cell procures weapons and technology for the Eagle's entire network.
If you're right, we need to cut off those supplies.
Agreed. But there's more to it than that. These terrorists aren't thugs. They're intelligent, coordinated, and well hidden. I've contacted an asset who claims he can help locate them. He's a former operative of ours, effective in his day. When he had to be retired, he was redesignated Watcher X.
What do you mean by had to be retired?
Watcher X was one of our most capable analysts, but he became paranoid, prone to seeing connections and conspiracies where none existed. He was judged unstable and confined to Shadow Town, a Nar Shaddaa slum rebuilt as an open prison. It's where the Empire holds people who know too much. People we might need later. That's all I'm authorized to say.
If I'm risking my life, I'd like to know what's going on.
I'm sorry, but you don't have the security clearance. Shadowtown residents are fitted with motion tracking implants set to explode if they escape. This should keep Watcher X under control. Nonetheless, don't underestimate him. Watcher 2 out.
Step inside. Scan the apartment for important things. Overt threats, escape routes, access terminals. Take your time. Now, look again. Scan for concealed weapons, hiding places. Anything innocent is probably a bug. Anything you don't recognize should be analyzed later. Play the game. I can wait.
What are you talking about?
The systems of Imperial intelligence. The training. Be vigilant, because if you aren't, you die. We need to learn who created the serum and find their link to the terrorists. You must obtain a sample, a cyclone dose or a user's blood specimen.
Maybe you want the cyclone for yourself.
If I want to assassinate someone, I won't need a serum. There's an augmentation shop in the Corellian sector, a place people go for fast, dangerous modifications. Purchase the cyclone there. I can give you an injection to mimic the effects of long-term genetic damage. You'll be slower and weaker, but you'd make a convincing cyclone buyer.
I assume the effects are temporary.
It should only last a short time, long enough for you to get to the shop. I suggest you avoid excessive violence while affected, however. Now, do you want the injection or not?
I'd rather pump myself full of toxic runoff.
As you like.
Probably the smart choice. Too bad. Wonder what he would have done to you.
Get to the shop, get me my cyclone or my blood, then we find the link to your terrorist enemies.
Al-Ravul Asjan Urwet Untumata.
Zakazag urgelu qual kunkas urtumu nula uma.
Juguhu Zuza Haga. Nuexa Nunsa Bahala.
Ulkul da mete juder fil pusuna jormulu o kaleg.
Do exactly what I say, or you're dead.
Uma. Ormalo mentu gorastuk.
Uju nunsab tutub, guzu aga, nuesca nunska bala. Rugel afna mul konfu esez, quenu unsu sposu.
Luzato Munzu Sunjal Usublulu.
La zatu mun zu lujem pretenden untumakwen.
Uma. Ormalo mentu gorastuk.
Hand over a dose of cyclone. Get moving.
Juksufu Ujemez Ruhu Ludunu.
Warabuld statuld dun unmod, tatolle ranzatuega.
I'll go. After I give you something to remember me by.
Levantuta nevzeju jong luwebendo libon.
Shouldn't be hard to interrogate a rich businessman.
Your executive is named Jordal Tlan. Rich, eccentric, reclusive. Stays in his private casino lounge. Only associates with droids. No visitors allowed, no weapons allowed. He'll need a reason to talk to you, to be desperate to talk to you.
I know how to make men desperate for me.
I doubt Tlan is tempted by flesh. He's been with his droids too long. Use the resources you have. See those medical crates? Combine their chemicals correctly and you'll have an undetectable poison. Tlan's serving droids won't notice if you poison his drink. When he sweats and chokes, offer the antidote in return for cooperation.
I'll do what I have to, but I make the call myself.
If you like. I'm sending the formulas for poison and antidote. The important thing is to get to Tlan. Get him talking about the terrorists, Cyclone, and the dissolution of Sinchet.
Like I told you, Sinchet sold its medical division, Vervjan, to a group of men who kept their identities secret. They were especially interested in Vervjan's genetic modification serums. They might still be running the company, I don't know for sure.
You better not be holding anything back.
I'm not. I'm not stupid. I'm not fighting. Vervjan used to be headquartered in the upper levels. I don't know if you care, but the building's not even there anymore. But whatever Vervjan and its owners are doing, I'm not involved.
Hello, Cypher. Always pleasant to speak. You know, I managed to slice into the Star Cluster's holocams. I got to see how you handle field work. Your questioning of Jordal Tlan was adeptly handled. You should try torturing people more often.
Poisoning Tlan was blackmail. Nothing more, nothing else.
An important distinction. I apologize. Vervjan is located in the upper-level industrial sites. The sector is overrun by corporate security. Some may carry Cyclone as a last resort. When you're done, come to Shadow Town. We'll meet in person.
You expect me to go undercover as a droid?
It's the most efficient way to get inside Vervjan. More to the point, it's the only way I can think of. I've already assembled the system's components. All that remains is to implant the cybernetics necessary to hide your life readings. I can put you to sleep with an anesthetic before making the incisions. Otherwise, we can begin. The procedure should be swift.
There's no way I'm letting you knock me out.
As you like. I'll go as fast as possible. There. I've inserted 3 implants along your spinal column. The pain should fade quickly. Congratulations. From now on, you'll be able to pass as a machine.
Vervjan's finished. Find a new supplier.
Deal with this interruption now. All of you.
Something's wrong with the internal defenses. I can't get a response.
Secure the building.
And don't let anyone escape. Anyone who needs a boost from Cyclone, take it.
Terrorists scattered around Shaddaa. You can deny them the resources to rebuild.
I don't know anything.
We can use his computer-enhanced brain to locate the hub. You'll need to route me to his cortical implant.
What? You can't do that!
There should be a standard interface somewhere on his skull. Connect your holocommunicator, and I can slice the data inside his mind.
Please, I'll tell you what you need to know. Just don't slice my brain.
You played the game and lost. These are the consequences.
Please don't.
I'm inside. He's Eiffel Yarn, born on Dantooine. 16 years old, he comes to Shaddaa, works for the Exchange, earns his cybernetics. 19 years, he's recruited by the Shaddaa terror cell, starts as nothing, but his enhancements prove useful to men higher up. They connect him to the cell's communications hub, feed him codes and patterns. Now the coordinates are mine.
Where am I going next?
The hub is in the network access sector, a maze of computers and holonet transceivers. You'll have to pass the cell's security droids to reach it, certainly within your capabilities. Once you're there, disable the terminal. Then the Shaddaa terror cell will cease to exist.
Can't.
Consider this an act of mercy.
Congratulations, Cypher. You've struck the final blow to the terror cell. Survivors will be unable to regroup. Ties to the Eagle's network have been severed. There's only one catch. Destroying the network hub sent a ripple through the holonet. Shadowtown security momentarily failed. I took the opportunity to escape.
You're a dead man.
Your anger is understandable. Keep it in check.
Damn son of a sow.
Soon one of your watchers will notice the glitch. You'll be asked to find me, hunt me. But I don't want you as an enemy. Tell your watcher that I remain imprisoned. Once I'm safe, I'll share my secrets. You'll know everything intelligence keeps from its ciphers.
How do I know you'd keep your end of the deal?
You don't. But consider the possibilities. Do you want the details of the eugenics program that bred myself and Watcher 2? The aliases of your friend, Kaleo Janis?
You sleazy freak. Think you can play? You're dead. You're so dead.
It's yours. All the secrets. You only have to help me escape Shaddaa.
You know how to make a tempting offer.
I can guarantee this chance won't come again.
You're kidding, right? You're going to sit back and let him use you?
Whether he escapes shouldn't matter to you. Why do you care?
This guy thinks he can play us. No one does that to me, you get that? Not your bosses and not some purebred garbage.
Apologies for interrupting. I have to get to my ship. And you have an incoming call from your masters. Goodbye, Cypher.
Cypher 9, this is Watcher 2. I'm routing this call through a half-dozen city subsystems. We intercepted a set of terrorist transmissions reporting the destruction of a company called Verve Gen. I've sent agents to scour the company's systems for additional data. It seems the Shaddaa cell has been neutralized.
I can confirm that the cell's been destroyed.
That's excellent, but there's something that concerns me. As I was monitoring, I noticed some unusual network activity. It's possible Shadowtown's security was breached. I'm worried about Watcher X. He'd take advantage of a fault like that.
I just talked to him. He's still locked up.
I must have made a mistake then. That man puts me on edge. I'm sorry you had to work with him.
Learn to focus on your job, not your feelings.
Keeping a rogue watcher from running loose in the galaxy is part of my job. I won't trouble you further. I'm knee-deep in new data, and I'm sure you have business left on Shaddaa. Contact me once you've returned to your ship. Watcher 2 out.
You cowardly piece of filth. I'm not going to forget this. Hey, you made it all right.
Yeah. Ran into one of Zenjo's guys. Left him a scar, but he's still breathing, so a ride sounds good right now.
Give me 20 minutes, I'll set you up. Keep her company. I'll be back soon.
I really do appreciate the help, but... Can I ask you something?
Ask anything you want.
Okay, this'll sound odd, but what did Kaleo say about us? She tell you we've known each other for years? Met after she left her homeworld? Big, long sob story?
You're telling me it's not true?
She's a habitual liar. I knew her for 6 months, and she'd been on her own forever. I don't even know where she's really from, so I have to wonder, is she really here to help? Or am I in even worse trouble?
I suggest you get off-world, and don't let Kaleo find you.
Guess that's my answer. I owe you one.
So where is she? I've got a bounty hunter waiting.
I wasn't going to let you sell her.
You let her go? That's not your call. Now she's out there and she thinks she's better than me. What were you thinking?
Need I remind you that I run this operation? You don't question my decisions.
I sure as hell do. You're gonna regret this.
Your task is to find one whom Jadis trusted. I was his only apprentice, but he favored Force-blind advisors over his own daughter. Of course, most of his advisors died with him on the Dominator, but not all. Fjord Yanol stayed behind. Fjord Yanol fled to Nar Shaddaa.
And this advisor can tell you what Jadis knew.
I know he can. Why else would he flee unless he feared sharing? And again, maybe Yanol conspired with Jadis's rivals. Maybe he was involved in my father's death. The end result is the same. My sources have found his hideout. You will catch him and bring him to me. Until then, we are finished.
You really don't understand. Lord Jadis must have made preparations for his death. He was power, and fire, and brilliance. The instant the Master died, I promise his contingency plans went into action. They'll bring doom to everything Lord Jadis ever touched, and I want no part of it.
It's already too late for that.
Fool! Everyone Jadis ever touched will all be destroyed!
Still alive, but he's not getting up soon. Now we have to track him to the ship.
Let's load him up and get going.
You know, you'd think a high-up advisor would carry a few more credits.
Come in, dear Cypher. I was just listening to Lord Ulius's latest opera. Music brightens my day, and we of the Council have few bright days. You can't imagine the burden.
My lord, why are there corpses on the floor?
These? Oh, I think they were part of the aria. So, Fjord Yanol, is that him? Or is this another body for my collection?
I can drop him with the others if you like.
Oh, no, Yanol is delicate. He must be treated with care. Yanol and I are going to spend some time together. He's going to reveal every secret my father ever had. Expect a token of my appreciation. And expect to be called on again, my Cypher.
It'll give me something to look forward to.
Think of it. Dream of me and of your service to me.
Transmitting security codes, this is Watcher 2 to Cypher 9. I'm glad you're back on duty. After you dismantle the cells on Balmorra and Nar Shaddaa, the rest of the Terror network went into overdrive.
How are they responding exactly?
Increased chatter, transfer of goods, activation of safe houses. Fascinating, really. I told you before about the Eagle's mystery weapon, the Eradicator devices. We still don't know what they are, but we intercepted this transmission.
Once the devices are fully functional, I'll enter the targeting codes myself. Only then will instructions be sent. But all cells are encouraged to prepare attacks on secondary targets. Once the Eradicators cause chaos in every Imperial stronghold, you must fan the flames. Stand tall above the wreckage. Shape the destruction into a message. That is how we prevail.
That was the Eagle himself. It seems the assassination of Darth Jadis was only the start.
Listen to his voice. He has no idea what we can do to him.
You may be right, but that's no guarantee of success. There is good news. We have leads on 2 new Terra cells, vital to the network's operation. They're your next targets. Proceed to Tatooine and Alderaan at your discretion. Your mission will continue there. Watcher 2 out.